What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist for Stochastic coming to you with my 3 MLB Odd Shopper prize picks for today. I promise I'm going to get some winners across the board here eventually. Another 2 for 3 night. I can't do this anymore. We have to go. Well, no, we're not going to go flex play. We're going to go power play. I've got 3 plays for you. Feel pretty confident about it today. So there you go. Joke's on me. But regardless, you can get $100 free. That's a free roll just by signing up and playing over at PrizePicks Today, as well as 1 free month of Stochastic Plus just by signing up. Use promo code AWESEMO, still promo code AWESEMO over there. Get that $100 and get to work. Let's do it, guys. Oh, off the post. What? No, we can't have that. There it is. We're looking at strikeouts here to start off the board today. And I'm going all the way down here to Eric Lauer. Eric Lauer, I like the over of 4.5 here in this spot. The guy has really surpassed expectations in terms of his strikeout pedigree this season. 25.3% K percentage. Here's the major problem. You have this St. Louis lineup with a bunch of righties that can definitely do some damage. But the main one, Paul Goldschmidt, the guy who's leading all of baseball in terms of WRC plus against left-handed pitching with a 266 WRC plus, is possibly out of the lineup today. So this is kind of a wait and see approach. I don't like doing this too often, but I really like getting on the over 4.5 here if you don't have Paul Goldschmidt, simply because you get Albert Pujols probably in there. Much easier bat to be navigating just in terms of his success, not necessarily in terms of strikeout rate. They have about the identical strikeout rate, him and Paul Goldschmidt, but I just see this being more successful, him being able to pitch longer into this game a majority of the time, simply by avoiding Paul Goldschmidt. Nobody can tell me that having Goldie out of the lineup would be a decrease for Eric Lauer's profile in this game. So over 4.5, wait and see. Goldschmidt was out yesterday to tend to his back. We shall see today if he ends up in the lineup, but if he's not, over 4.5, I am very bullish on. Slightly less, quite a bit less if he's not going to be in that lineup. So wait and see. Make sure you heed the warning in that regard. All right. My next 2 plays come from the same game, runs plus RBIs. So we're going to start with Christopher Morel here. This really comes down to cross-referencing odds between sports books. And right now, minus 135 is the prevailing number we have to minus 145 for Christopher Morel. And that's just to score a run. I repeat, we don't even know who the starting pitcher is going to be on the other side right now for Pittsburgh. It is really just kind of irrelevant. We're seeing a leadoff batter here against a bullpen. Yeah, they're a lot better than expectations, but the expectation right now is that Jared Eichhoff is going to be the guy who gets the ball here. He hasn't made any appearance so far. He's a AAA Indianapolis here lately, so we'll see if he ends up getting the ball. It doesn't really look all that good. His results from AAA, 4.84 ERA, 1.08 WHIP's decent enough. But he's just not going to be a serviceable long-term pitcher. Get over on this number. It's just too good to be true. And I know the Cubs offense isn't the most potent, but you get a guy who's minus 135, minus 145 just to score a run. You get the RBIs along free for the ride. Give me the over of that every time. And if I said the same game here, shouldn't come as any surprise that Ke'Bryan Hayes is going to be the other click for me. I like the over of runs plus RBIs for him as well. It's 85 degrees. It's a little steamy here in Pittsburgh. It seems like conditions that are going to be a little bit more favorable for hitting than a neutral time in Pittsburgh. Obviously, it's the summer. Hashtag weatherman over here. But I'm just letting you guys know. Ke'Bryan Hayes also minus 130 we have to score just a run, along with RBIs coming along for the ride. I know that, if you hit a home run, you're going to get both of those on the over, but there's certain events where an RBIs, even though those are the ones that are far less likely as opposed to the runs, you still have opportunities for him to cover this play with the RBIs. It's the exact same case I made for Christopher Morel, and he gets a matchup against Keegan Thompson, who some people might look at his last outing. Really, really nice, serviceable outing there from him. 9 strikeouts, phenomenal stuff. But what people might not remember is that the wind was blowing in pretty hard from his back to the plate against Atlanta at home in Wrigley Field. We know how strong that wind can be when it's blowing out. Well, when it's blowing in, it can be equally as helpful to a pitcher, not to add velocity or anything, but just to keep the ball in the friendly confines there. So 6 innings pitched for him, 9 strikeouts. I'm looking at that as more of an outlier here. He's definitely going to be a decent pitcher, I think, going forward, but nothing that I'm going crazy for. Brian Hayes and this Pittsburgh offense, with the addition of O'Neal Cruz, starting to find some form. It's a team that I think we're going to be looking at a little bit more as we come down the stretch this season as a piece of value for DFS purposes, but definitely in the prop world, give me the over of 0.5 runs plus RBIs for Brian Hayes. We're going to be power playing this together. Eric Lauer, over 4.5 strikeouts. We're going over 0.5 runs plus RBIs for Christopher Morel, and the same prop for Brian Hayes. Let me know in the comment section below if you have faith in me still. If we can get over the hump here after a couple of brutal days. Having guys that just teams put up 10 runs and the guy can't get over 1.5 or 0.5 bases. It's been a brutal run here of late, but I promise you, I'm putting in the work. And you guys can definitely make some free money regardless, just by signing up. Use promo code AWESEMO. Get that $100 first match deposit bonus. I'm Eric Lindquist. God forbid we have another losing night. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's win some money. Best of luck in the MLB streets.